the liver, the gut to accuse my daughter of stealing? Get out of here now. She's a very proper child. She's a very obedient, loving girl. She cannot steal. But deep down, you know, daughter, someone fight? Impossible. It cannot be possible. No, it's like, I fight this boy, very kind, innocent, sweet boy, innocent, fine, sweet boy like this. Some parents believe that their job is to advocate for their kids, for their children, against other parents and authority, be it the school authority, be it the agency, be it any student authority or recognized authority. And that disciplining their children is a matter between them and their child. These parents are like lawyers, arguing for their clients, even when they know their client is in the wrong. We know, say you do this, you did it. They believe it's their job to always have their kids back. Some of them may discipline their child privately after defending him or defending her to other parents or other authorities. And that is why I'm asking, why do some parents do that? Why do they defend their child even when their child is wrong? Is it poor parenting or good parenting? Defend your child before others even when you know what they are capable of. I'm a good parent, and as a good parent, it is my duty to advocate, defend my child before others. Or is it a bad parenting method to do so? Let's talk. 070 0923 0923 070 0923 0923. WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809 030 6416. Join us live on Twitter. Twitter handle is @NigeriaInfoPH, @NigeriaInfoPH, and Facebook page is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Do well to turn down the volume of your radio set when you call and be audible. So calls. What this means is before you get through to me in the studio, someone will get through to you first and then pass you on to me in the studio. Please do well to be compliant. Someone says, you're a good person. Please, I'm hungry and stranded at Obikwere. What if I'm a good person? But I'm also hungry as well. All right, let's hear from Mr. Zion in GRA. Hi, Mr. Zion. Good afternoon. Welcome to the sunny side.
It's an act of poor parenting.
Poor parenting. How? Why?
And it's more prevalent in this generation kind of thing. Because they themselves are guilty of that action and not to let the children to expose that ineptitude. They tend to defend the kids, even when they know their children are wrong. Look at when we were growing up. When the society was in charge of our children, they keep an eye on us. Our parents cannot deny us. If we are going to that act, as long as it's not promoting good moral, here and then somebody will call you to order through a spank or through some strike of the cane when necessary. And you can't even go report to your mom. In fact, in my own case, if you go report, you are going to double the punishment. In my own case, the mere fact that my name was even mentioned among those causing heat in the environment, when my name was just mentioned, I don't need explanation. The question is, I thought I've told you not to get yourself involved. So the punishment for that. But look at us. We want to keep the development of the country. For this younger generation, most of children given birth by our aunties and our uncles who we are not listening and we are not obedient to our parents. Look at their children today, causing us more problems. Because our aunties will be so quick to protect, leave my pikin alone. Don't touch my pikin. He's innocent. And you want to leave my own, leave my own, but they punish him. These comments demoralize the society. Even that lady that was expecting a child who had the privilege to scold your child, she's afraid for you not to come and abuse her. Go and born your own. She will look and leave her money at their pikin. So the truth is this. Parents protecting their children have destroyed a lot. Children in this society. I know some of them. They call me uncle, they call me brother. I know how their mothers were protecting them. Mona, leave my pikin alone. Those children can't even represent their family name. So parents, for once, let us bring back the old way our parents trained us. They're restricting us, they were not foolish. No, they know the implications. They restricted us from certain pleasures. Today we are not restricting our children to pleasures. We allow them, and children law, children rights. Now my pikin, love your pikin. Look at the society, 15 years old is pregnant. Even selling the baby. My goodness me, Mr. Zion.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Zion. I can see your comments on Facebook already. The best Emmanuel kid says, "Good day, Denise. These parents are people who don't want better things for their children. This kind of children is like, my son didn't do it. It's not possible. It's not possible. This thing is very common with elites. Child rapes somebody, forcefully has carnal knowledge of someone. And the person comes to report to you. Maybe because the person is just an ordinary somebody. Maybe the domestic staff. Or any other thing you can possibly think of. You say, you're a good. What will my son be doing with somebody like you? There's a way they bring out their hands and they do like this. Say, take a look at yourself. No. Just take a look at yourself. Look at, like, as you are now, my son will come and touch you. You. Hey. Then they will do like this. Hey. So you even have the guts to accuse my son of raping you? It happens. Now, discover that sometimes some of these instances pan out. One of the parties know deep down that this son or this daughter actually did it. So while one is defending, the other one is saying, no, let's ask this one. No. Sweetheart, don't say that. How do you say that? What do you mean by that? Are you saying that you are supporting them that our son stole? Are you saying that you are supporting them that our son is a rapist? That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, let us ask our son. Say, no, you're not supposed to do that. My son cannot rape. No, for what? This dirty somebody, something of that nature. So, most times, you have situations where one parent knows that this boy is a criminal. But then, the other parents will want to just turn a blind eye, or say something like this, and let me defend him now in public. When we go back home, we'll do but you say, how can you even go and sleep with that girl? Like, what is wrong with girls out there from, very wealthy families? What happened to my friend's daughter? What happened to, why must it be this one? And say, mommy, shut up your mouth. That's why you keep bringing shame to me in this house. Hi, Denise. Nollywood has done something to your brain. But you know what I mean. Come on. You know what I mean. And if you've been one of those children growing up that had, had their parents defend them, did you ever bother to ask your parents why? Because sometimes between you and your parent, you did it. But then your parent still goes ahead to defend you. Now, if it's you will defend your child in public, you tell us why you even bothered to when you know this child did it. How about you just agree with the person reporting and say something like, I'm sorry, don't be angry, don't mind him, he's a naughty boy, but I would handle it. Please, just give me some time to find out exactly what happened. Or, I'm sorry my son did it. I'm sorry. 070-0923-0923 070-0923-0923 and the WhatsApp number is 0809-030-6416. Once again, we're live on Twitter. Twitter handle is at Nigeria Info PH, and then the Facebook page is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Go there, watch live, but engage by dropping your comments in the comment section. Now, this one is from, okay, there's no name here, but it says, Didi, when I was a child, my mom will beat me on the spot if she knew I was the culprit in any occasion. Parents who support their children are making the world worse. But, we're beating you on the spot. Sometimes they are wrong. They are wrong in the sense that you may not have been the guilty one. So, what happens to investigating to find out if you indeed committed the offense? Someone says, it's because there are poor excuses for parents who hate their children. I have a relative who made her son so useless. He was arrested for rape when he traveled abroad. You won't believe this woman had the nerve to call me to help him, saying that by the grace of God, her son cannot do such. I ignored her because this guy was beating up women in Nigeria, and she knew. A few years ago, I got a call from the girlfriend of that same man. He had been arrested for cybercrime, and they wanted me and my husband to use connections to bring him out. Lo, I told her it's better for society if he dies in jail and blocked her. Anonymous, send that in. Victor from Mile 1, good afternoon to you. Welcome to the sunny side. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, please.
Good afternoon.
Yes. Like some of my predecessors have said, specifically Mr. Byron, I think it's absolutely 100% bad parenting. The parenting style of these days, I think, is actually orchestrated by the fact that these days, by virtue of what we do as parents or growing up, we find it difficult these days to produce or have children, just like our fathers usually have those days. These days, everybody wants to have one or two kids. So, peradventure, anything hurtful comes close to them, they are very defensive of these kids. But unknowing to them that they are leading them to the path that is very destructive. Those days, I think I could vividly remember of my dad. If my dad gets to see you fighting, he doesn't want to hear explanation. He doesn't want to know. At a sport, he will drag you, and even when others will be telling him, oh, the kid is not at fault, he says he doesn't want to know. The next thing, he takes you home, and he lashes you. Next time, when you see anything that is troublesome, you will run away. In fact, you will become a peacemaker. You will even be avoiding anything that will make anything that result to trouble. But when you begin to pamper them, next time the kids knows, mommy is always with me. Daddy is always with me. In fact, they will tell you, I will report you to mommy. I will report you to daddy. And when you try to shake them, as soon as you raise their hand, they start crying. The next thing, mommy runs out and starts yelling at you. My dear, it is actually bad parenting. And that's why no wonder the society is the way it is today.
All right. Thank you, Victor. Tamina from Port Harcourt says, there is nothing good. This is from Telegram, by the way. There is nothing good about the end of parenting. It will only impact negative on the child and lead to what the parents will regret in the future. So you know that thing they say about praising your parents? What the parents are doing? In the open, my child is good. But in private, I would scold this child. Do some of these parents remember to take the child home and actually scold them for doing wrong? Now, this goes beyond whether they are right or wrong. Should defending your child be the first line of action after you get a report about your child's poor or bad behavior? As a good parent, I love my child, so I am going to defend the child first. The truth will be handled later. What really happened, how it happened, where it happened, will be talked about later. For the time being, my child did not do it. My child cannot do it. It is impossible for my child to do such. You are accusing my child wrongly. You know your child does drugs. You know your child womanizes. You know your child is capable of rape. You know your child is a criminal. You know your child lies a lot and steals a lot and does a lot of bad things. Why then go ahead to defend this child? What is it about us as parents that make it feel right? I think that is wrong. Is it poor or good parenting to defend your child before others, even when you know what they are capable of? Promise is joining us from Rumodomaya. Hi, Promise. Good afternoon. Welcome to the sunny side.
All right. Good afternoon, my lovely sister.
Good afternoon.
This topic is a sensitive one. But I want to say this. As for me, it has happened to me. I have an experience on what we're talking about. One day my son came back to the house and was flogged in the school. And when
Promise, are you still there?
When he came back, I asked him. I said, "What happened?" He told me something that implicated the teacher, but I said, "No, I won't take action." I went to the school and I inquired from the teacher. And the teacher told me exactly what happened. I discovered that my son was at fault. And I pleaded with the teacher and said, okay. I came back to the house and added more flogging for lying to me and for doing that in school. So when things like this happen, you make sure you inquire from the child, go back, because you don't judge with one person's mouth. Our people said something in our dialect. That you don't judge with one person's mouth. And you hear this other side. It will even help the child because they spend more time in school than the way they spend with you. So thank you, Ejeku Promise for a moment.
All right, Ejeku Promise 070 0923 0923 070 0923 0923. WhatsApp and Telegram number once again is 0809 030 6416. Have I seen this one? I think I've seen that message. So let's move on to WhatsApp. Didi, my life isn't the best there is. Obviously, that's why I'm hungry and stranded now. But if my mom didn't beat me the way she did, I would have been dead by now. Chima, send that in. Good morning, presenter. Is it morning? It's afternoon. Parents who defend and support their children, even in crimes such as rape, is wrong. Those parents who partake in this are accomplices because they were once in these evil at their tender age. Elder Joel Adolphus from Degima. So this is it. On one hand, the parent defends and lets it slide. They don't push the matter forward. They don't go back to ask their children questions. They just okay. Whatever my child says, I believe a child. On the other hand, there are parents who say, my child didn't do it. But when they go back home, they try to ask questions, investigate the matter to know who exactly is at fault. And they act on whatever they find from the investigation. Between these two parents, who is the better parent? Who is the good parent? Who is the one who has the interest of the child at heart? And it could be from anything, ranging from stealing small money, to lying, to stealing food items and equipment, to stealing big money, to things like rape, to things like indulging in one addiction, especially drugs and alcohol, you name it. So I ask again, as a parent, or as one who was ever defended, even when you and the person defending you knew you were wrong, have you ever bothered to ask why we do that as parents? Why? My child is a criminal. I know. The police come for my child, and I'm trying to cover my child. Say, don't take my son away. Don't take my son away. He's innocent. He's innocent. This is the end of my enemies. Oh, devil. Oh, my God. If I take him, oh, who helped my life? Okay. So you tell me, is it good parenting? Is it bad parenting to defend your child before others, even when you know what they are capable of? You know what you've had to deal with as mother, father, brother, sister, everything to this child in time past. 070-0923 0923 070-0923 0923. WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809030641. Once again, we're live on Twitter. Twitter handle is at NigeriaInfoPH and Facebook page NigeriaInfo 92.3 pH. Remember to turn down the volume of your radio so that you call, be audible so we can hear you. So I'm on Facebook now. AJ Sunday Oyisi says, such parents are only digging up the bitterness of tomorrow for themselves from today with their eyes wide open, all in the name of protecting the wrong way of the child who doesn't even know they're left or right. If Yokobong James says it is unconditional love. If I love you unconditionally, I look forward to your betterment. Does this in any way guarantee the betterment of that person? That's another key question to ask, though. WhatsApp says sometimes these attitudes are borrowed from our legal system. One is not guilty until it is proved otherwise. So parents use protective and defensive mechanism to save the child from an unforeseen circumstances, probably as a result an action allegedly committed knowingly or unknowingly by the child. Anderson, send that in. Okay. If you're unable to get through to us via the phone lines, do remember that you can always send a WhatsApp message, and I will gladly read them. If you can send on WhatsApp and then send on Facebook, the post on Facebook or the live stream on Facebook, go there and drop your comment. Let's hear from Austin in Port Harcourt. Hi, Austin. Welcome. Go
Hello.
ahead. Austin, welcome.
Yeah,
Go
good
ahead.
afternoon.
Good afternoon. Go ahead.
Yes, I don't want to stress more, but I just love the program. I know what people are talking about. This happened to me, my little daughter, in school. Are you?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, so I don't know really what happened. She told me that auntie flogger. I said, what is the problem? I saw a mark. So I said, okay, go to the school. The next morning I went out. She told me so many things that I don't believe that my daughter can do that. That's one limit of story. So most people should not judge on what their daughters or children told them. So they should find out, like how the person play, find out before you take any decision. So that is it. Most parents they don't always exercise patience. Before you know, they call police because they are police officer, because they are army officers. They went and molest the teachers. It's very bad. So that is me. So find out before taking action. Thank you.
Find out before taking action. Austin Amadi, thank you for calling. There's something about open rebuke. Not that I'm against rebuking in private, but open rebuke seems to work better than rebuking in private. Also, it will be recorded for a parent who rebukes the child openly. Chima. If I agree with this person that my child did this in public, it will put a question mark on my parenting. Hence, I do not have to agree. Is it what is making some parents act the way they do? Like, if I say, oh, my son indeed raped this person, doesn't it put a question mark on my parenting as the child's father or mother? Hence, the best thing to do is defend the child. Is that why some of you do it? I want to hear from a mother. Please, if you're a mother and you're listening, so far I've been hearing from men, some of them fathers, some of them single. But I'm interested in hearing from a mother, because if I do the math, a mother typically spends more time with the children than the father. So the chances are that the mother will know the child well, or know the child more than the father. So sometimes the men are brought into this whole my pikin do am, my pikin no do am, your pikin do am, your pikin no do am. So it's a woman thing. So if you're a woman, call us and tell us why you feel the need to defend your child. I'm not talking about today, any other time, before every other person, when you know this child actually did wrong. Would you consider yourself a good parent after doing that, or a bad parent? 070-0923 0923 070-0923 0923. Once again, 070-0923 0923. And then the WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809-030-6416. Remember to turn down the volume of your radio so that you call, and also be audible so we can hear you. Also note a call screener is on standby to take your calls, and then she will pass you on to me in the studio. 070-0923 0923. And then the WhatsApp and Telegram number once again is 0809-030-6416.
Different ideologies
and different perspectives.
Nine more minutes to round up this conversation, so it would be nice you call now so we can hear you. The number once again is 0809-030-6416. If you are a mother, call and let's hear from you. 070-0923 0923. You go and fight with the school authority, you go and fight and defend anywhere. Your child is the perfect child. Your child does never do wrong. In fact, if you defend your child to the point that even when your child is caught in the act, you say it's not your child. So some parents believe that their job is actually to advocate, protect, defend their kids against other parents and other authorities, and that disciplining their kid is a matter between them and their kid. Now, these parents are like lawyers, like I mentioned earlier, okay? They argue for their client. So like a lawyer who knows that he has indeed, his client has indeed done wrong. You know, just last year we were talking about defense law, defense lawyers. You still see this parent arguing. Say no. Even if you did it, it is because they get to that part where they say, okay, you did it, but even if you did it, it was because somebody did this, then did that, and did this, that made you to now do this and do that. They believe it is their job to always have their kids back. Some of them may discipline the child privately. Some, on the other hand, may not. After defending this child. Savior Lenye on Facebook says, any parent that defends their children even when they are wrong, or in the name of pitying them, are preparing hellfire on earth for them. Train up a child in the way they should go. Okay. Do you think this child will be grateful to you or hate you in future for always showing up to defend them? That's another question to ask. Do you think these children will be grateful to you or one day hate you because, Mommy, you said that I was doing wrong. You said that I indeed did wrong, but you never. Once again, I'd like to hear from a mother. 070-0923-0923. WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809 030 6416. 0809 030 6416. Once again, 070 0923 0923 is the number to call. Please don't call the WhatsApp number. And the WhatsApp number is not for calls. The WhatsApp number is for your messages only. This message says, "Good afternoon, Auntie Didi. Welcome back. Such parenting is wrong. My mom will even beat us in front of the reporter, except in case of false accusation." How would it seem like that you're not in good terms with someone, and it is not because of what you did, it is because of what your child did, but then it's rubbing off on you because you did not handle the situation in the right way? The right way could be anything more than defending the child in public, or don't you think so? That's what I think, though. The right way is turning to your child and say, "Amaka, did you steal this guy's pencil? John, did you actually rape this innocent girl? How could you have done so? Why did you do so? It's not right. You shouldn't have. Apologize to the aggrieved party, maybe. If it's a big criminal offense, then how about letting the child go through the punishment that is meant for that offense?" Yeah, on one hand, they defend you and say you never did it. On the other hand, they defend you and then maybe they say you did it, but you should not be punished. Now just small pikin. Now just pikin. Tomorrow, now just small pikin. Next tomorrow, now just small pikin. The day after tomorrow, now just small pikin. Even for a full-grown adult. Oh, it's useful exuberance. It's useful exuberance. That be saying they behave, you know, now these children of nowadays. All these children of nowadays, it is expected that you bring them up in the right way. And whether or not it is good parenting or bad parenting, if you love your child indeed, then I think your priority number one is to ensure that this child turns out right. They should be able to experience life and also know that, you know what, for every action there is a consequence. Actions have consequences. So their action has brought about certain punishments. Am I right? Maybe these parents don't believe that their kid did wrong. You know, not all parents share the same values. Some parents teach their kids to not respond to bullies and report them to authorities. Other parents teach them to punch the bullies instead. No agree. If they slap you, slap the person back. I don't want to hear you come back to this house to tell me somebody beat you and you did not do anything. Do the person back. I'm here for you. Other parents teach them to punch the bullies instead. The pacifist parents will think that the less pacifist kid did wrong by punching the bully. That doesn't mean that his parents or our parents shouldn't defend and applaud him. Maybe it's a question of, my kid says this, but my kid says that. They may choose to believe their kid's version of events against other people. Maybe they believe that their kid do wrong, but they think that the punishment for what he or she did is likely to be unfairly harsh in their opinion. They may choose to defend their kid even when he or she is in the wrong, hoping to save them from some terrible punishment. For example, thieves get their hands chopped up in Saudi Arabia. If I thought that there was a chance that my shoplifting child will probably face that punishment for a minor theft, chances are that I may lie to save and defend this child. But am I helping this child? That's a question for you to answer. That's a question for me to answer. Hi, good afternoon. My mom will beat me in front of the complainant. Just beating you isn't enough. How certain is your mom that you did it? Any parent who defends their evil will face the repercussion. And that brings us to the end of the Sunny Side today. I'll be back here same time tomorrow, 12 noon through to 3 p.m. Do well to follow us on all social media handles. On Twitter, it is at NigeriaInfoPH. Our Facebook page is NigeriaInfo 92.3 PH. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. On Twitter, it is at NigeriaInfoPH. I beg your pardon. On Twitter, it is at _Denise_Dennis. That's DENISE and then DNNIS. Follow my Facebook page, Denise Dennis. Follow my Facebook account, Denise Dennis Walu. Up next is Rivers Today at 3 p.m. and thereafter Hard Facts with Kala Dakoru Batball. Do you enjoy the rest of your Wednesday? Oh yeah, before I leave, it turned out that for some funny reason, network was now allowing my WhatsApp messages drop. So some of them are dropping now. You may have sent them before now, but then they just dropped. And then some of you are sending me voice notes on WhatsApp. Sadly, I cannot. I will not be able to listen to your voice notes. This one says, good afternoon. First, parents should stop going to school to ask what happened when their children are flogged, because no teacher will cane a kid without an offense. 2, spare the rod and spoil the child. Did I had a son that bit the mom's ear off because they executed him because he was not trained properly. From James. Train up a child in the way that he or she should go, as when he or she is old, they will not depart from it. You know, something they'll learn from you, it is possible they will replicate when they have their own children. Adios.
On your talk station.